Hello there, Libra. It's time for the abundance and prosperity check-in. See what you need to find out, what possible blocks you might have. If you resonated with the title of this video, then that means that there might be some special messages for you. But the first card that I'm gonna pull out is gonna be all about where we're gonna go with this reading, how we're gonna start it out. By abundance and prosperity, I mean the things, the good health, the money, the resources that we were put into this physical experience to enjoy. We don't want to fall into the trap of believing that we shouldn't enjoy the physical parts of our lives. Oh my God, I just like something that got this download. What about sex? That's there too, yes. Well, let's see what the message is. Ooh. So you're having trouble choosing between a couple of things. You think it's got to be either or. And I don't know what that little like sexual download I got was all about, but I feel like I get Two of Swords a lot for Libra. You're like, well, I could have this or I could have that, but I can't have both. And I'm having a really hard time deciding which one I want. So let's find out what kinds of guidance we have for this kind of making a choice situation. I feel like that Two of Swords came out in your monthly reading. Maybe you should check that out for February. What kind of guidance do we have? Do we have any volunteers? We got the Moon. Okay, so this is interesting. This Moon card being here. There's the Moon. You're in the darkness trying to figure out, like you're using your head. You're using your head and your logic to figure out what's the best choice to make, but it's in the dark because you don't have all the facts. You're trying to tune out your heart, but your heart knows. You feel like you should be confused about it, but your heart and your spirit knows exactly what it is that you want, what it is, where to go next, where to make that decision. The sword represents making decisions, and the two is always about the choice between two things. So I feel we don't want to put too much weight into either the heart or the head. We want to balance them out. And I feel like right now you're way too much in your head and you need to pull a little bit out of your heart. And once you pull that out, like what it is that you want, you're just not sure how to make it happen. But you should know that you are always divinely supported if you make a decision on something and you decide that that's the thing. Once you've cleared the other stuff out of the way, that the path forward will be cleared for you. The light will be shown on the place where you're at. The light will come in and you'll know your path going forward. Here's the path, look. Here's the path. Once you decide, this is what I want, you make a clear decision on the thing that really, like, if you really listen, you'll hear what it is that you really want. And you'll know the path going forward. You know what's best for you. I did get a quick download for Libras who this resonates with. It's a choice it's a heart, like an emotionally charged choice regarding leaving something behind or staying with it. And your heart is like, I want to stay with it. And your head's like, I have to let it go. And your heart's like, but I don't want to. I'm talking about having a balance. And it's like, what I'm hearing is that you're trying to apply logic to why you should have what your heart wants, instead of using your logic to say, hey, you can't have it and you know it. Okay, for those who resonate with it, the divine is like, you can't have it and you know it, so stop trying to justify trying to have something that you can't have, and just say you know what's right and just go forward and just let that pain, that heartbreak, let it subside over time, as it always does with grief processes. So for those of you who needed to hear that, what that has to do with your abundance, it has everything to do with your abundance, because it's all interconnected. What we feel inside of us dictates what we attract. So if we're in a place where we're like stuck in our heads, that abundance gets blocked out. It bounces off of us. We can't feel it. We can't attract it. We can't, like it's just like, no, we can't tune into it at all. Stuff is happening and we don't feel it. So once you get clear on a decision, the abundance comes pouring in, even if it's something that's not directly regarding your job or your household, how you're going to pay your bills, things like that. Okay, so very general, very like, I don't know, specific for some people, very general for everybody else. Final card, final thoughts, outcomes, Ace of Wands. Yep, there it goes. The energy goes flowing. Once you have made a clear decision of what you know in your, like, if what you deeply know is best, and you stop thinking about it so much, stop thinking about it, stop trying to like logically justify how you're making your decisions, and just make the damn decision. Just make the damn decision. The energy is going to come flowing in, come pouring in, and your passion is going to spark. I feel like there's an opportunity is going to arise that an opportunity is going to come up that you never saw coming. Something is going to be presented to you from the divine that will create a new passion that you never saw. But you have to say, okay, this is what it is, and just stop thinking about it. Boom, it's done. And then you stop thinking about it, okay? And then that's when the universe comes pouring in to change your path going forward in a clear forward momentum. This is where I leave off, Libra. I'm Michele B, and watch out for my monthly and weekly readings if you are subscribed, and I'll see you later.